Fuck!
It happened. We're live. What's up, everybody?
Oh god.
We're rolling in it. You know, not in the money sense. We're rolling dice. We're back again. It's Scum Villainy. I'm Kennedy Cooper. The gang's all here, mostly. Our big muscly skeleton thing guy had to go. We don't know why.
He just stepped out to use the John. It's fine.
You know, sometimes listen. Sometimes when you're on like a cyberpunk space criminal job,
you just have to go to the
on the
toilet
job
for 3
with
hours.
fucking disappears.
If you're
That's
a big
not
muscly
uncommon.
You cursed in under 45 seconds.
Okay, listen, it's April Fool's, so it doesn't count.
Yeah. You didn't actually hear that curse word.
It's a federal holiday on swearing.
Art is a lie. Nothing is real.
So, before we started the show, we're right in the middle of a heist on a Nova Dynamics.
Yeah, we're watching
research
this shit
center.
in media res.
So Sid, I had said that there was an experience point on the table for someone to do the recap, and you volunteered. So where were we? Where did we leave off? What had happened in the last session as y'all broke into the Nova Dynamics Research Center in pursuit of the new Space Phone OS 7.9 Snow Eagle?
Previously on Stealing Phone Stuff. You saw our heroes, Teeth and Sid, steal a phone, a brand new phone. And we are on our way to somewhere else trying to find literally anything else. We're all looking for the Q&A department. My recollection is that Douglas Abernathy is with us, but I know that he worked very hard to secure an internship at the facility, where we are also making an effort to steal any material goods, which the Microwave, Lana, and I believe Punch, who is also trying to do his regular job because he got a regular job and accidentally fell into this. So yeah, I believe that's about as good as I'm going to do. We're all up. We haven't been caught yet, but it feels like it's probably imminent.
It seems like it's about to go pear-shaped,
like,
right?
No one's really noticed we're doing anything, but we have and I'm sorry, there's a bunch of people. Everyone else is in security guard outfits, carrying around a bunch of phones and or data drives, just big boxes.
Big plastic tubs full of not ours. Other people's stuff.
I was thinking like a cut foam pelican case kind of thing, right?
Oh yeah, no, it's like it's rain barrels painted silver and all kinds of Star Trek-y cargo bay shit.
Yeah, it's cargo bay shit. Exactly, it's cargo bay shit. So the extract, or there was like a hardware extraction team that had grabbed some cases of stuff. Al, the skeleton, just kind of disappeared shortly
Sometimes
after
skeletons have to go to the
you
bathroom.
got out of like the main R&D area. And you don't know what happened to him. We'll find out later. But the rest of y'all had, grabbed some cases of stuff. You're wearing security uniforms. You had kind of successfully bamboozled security a few times as the panic was setting in at the facility. Now, why was panic setting in at the facility? It was for two reasons, but one major reason, which was that the telephone AI is having a
That's right.
meltdown.
We're experiencing a giant DDoS
We're talking
attack.
We're talking about Bobby DX Bobby.
AI went on strike, baby.
Yeah, the telephone AI that handles customer service for Nova Dynamics is currently on strike and is causing various disruptions to the system. And all of Nova Dynamics facilities are freaking out. Employees everywhere are getting angry customer service phone calls routed directly to their offices, and they have no idea. They don't deal with this. They have no idea what's going on. So the facility is going into full panic mode. There's a lot of weird shit going on. So Lana, Microwave, Punch, y'all on the physical hardware extraction team, you had just left the R&D area, like I said. You'd scared off security again, but as I said, Al kind of disappeared on you in the chaos. The three of you
Sure,
need
nothing
to
weird will happen
probably,
there.
think about what your next steps are here, because this facility is quickly turning into absolute madness. You can tell security is going to be getting tighter very soon. Like your last interaction with security, you could see that like, like they were setting off more alarms, and like there were countdowns going on in the security office, like, for things going to happen, etc. And
Wow, it's like there's a lot of segmented clocks in there on the display. Is that
yeah,
crazy?
there might be
Oh,
some
wow.
clocks.
Oh no!
Hit forward as relevant plot events occur. This is they're so precise.
Nova Dynamics spends upwards of 7,000 credits per minute on 6-segment clocks. Just putting that out there.
A lot
All right.
a lot of data mining
So-
involved in keeping up with all this.
So let's review kind of what we need to do to get out, right? Because we are out of like the densest centermost area that we did get into, and there was like one more ring of security that we bypassed, and then it's just sort of like the cafeteria and like the
Well, not quite. Okay, so like basically you were in like the major R&D cluster, which is this sort of closed in ecosystem where they had their own bathrooms, break rooms, etc.
Right.
To like prevent people from having to come and go as much as possible. And you got
just shy of the
you got
artificial
back
family.
out of there. But to get all the way back to like the cafeterias and like the Q&A area where everybody else is, still means getting through like a number of hallways that just have like a variety of different, offices. There's a couple of utility closets. There's a janitorial area. There's some less important R&D spaces. Before you get like back out to the edge where like the cafeteria and stuff was, where you came in through the construction area. If you're planning to leave the same way, you need to get back towards the cafeterias, meet up with everybody else, and then, and then get out through the construction area.
Okay.
Otherwise, you may have other options, but you'll have to figure out what those could be.
Is there
Okay.
a vent system? That we
Vent
could
system
maybe-
always good.
that
I
a small
second that
person could
question.
maybe crawl through.
I think
I have
that's pretty
plans for this
sus.
vent system. Hey y'all, I have these stink bombs. What if we tried to cause a panic about a gas leak?
Well, okay.
Hmm.
There's already a panic going on though,
Yeah, but it's like an evacuation panic now.
If we get 3 panics, then
which
they
we want to
send
get
in the
caught up.
killer
So
robots.
listen. What if we change into our construction uniforms again, and we go with the flow with the panic, and one small person, carries out all of the like contraband that they shouldn't have.
I
through
say
the
we
vent.
just cause a stampede for the doors and get lost in the crowd.
Yeah, we could
It
do-
sounds like the real problem is the containers we're carrying.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, the giant security containers full of
That's the problem.
phone.
Yeah.
Okay,
the
so
large...
so R&D
Hmm.
crew, let's duck into a bathroom and open the containers and see if we can hide the items on us.
Yeah.
Can we open them?
Yeah, because you guys set the pins on them.
Oh yeah.
You
Oh,
did
yeah.
you did grab no. I
That
think
was
you just grabbed
suggested. I don't
random
think we said we did
cases.
Yeah,
I
we
don't
just-
think you. Yeah, you grabbed
Yeah.
You just grabbed random
Yeah.
cases and ran.
Have boxes.
I believe something like that
Well,
was your exact
the
words.
lab
We just grab
assistants-
anything.
The lab
Anything.
assistants were putting
No, that's-
things into boxes, and we kind of grabbed them while they were putting them in. Is what happened.
Yeah, but the boxes are closed and they definitely
But-
have
Well,
pin
we
pads.
have a person whose thing is circumventing electronics, right? Like there's a person in this crew that like does that kind of thing. I'm pretty sure if I had to figure out which person it was in this Brady
Yeah,
Bunch.
mechanically
Yeah.
inclined, but
Yeah,
is this more
yeah,
hacking?
microwave.
Is this
Yeah,
more
we gotta break
hacking or
through
is it
some
more
electronic
rigging?
locks, right?
Yeah, this is a yeah, it's an electronic lock. It could be a programming problem or a
Yeah.
Yeah.
electronic problem, right?
So I think we'd like to
Go rigging problem.
I think we'd like to take a beat and see if we can't defeat these locks.
Okay.
All right, so you duck into. You're going with a bathroom.
Or a closet or just whatever's handy.
You have to be
There's
specific.
a janitorial closet.
I mean, yeah, there's a
He
lot of
said
stuff.
there's
It's
janitorial
this is a
closet.
huge research facility.
Let's go
So
to the janitorial closet.
What if we took like a boardroom office? Like nobody's gonna be holding a meeting right now. But somebody might be
I don't
taking a shit right
know.
now. I'm just saying.
There's a robot on the loose. They might have a meeting.
there is a Haro running around hacking doors and yelling,
That's
"Damn
one
it!"
layer of security lighter, though.
God,
Or
guys,
Alright,
we just
well-
have emergency meetings and talk of venting. Like, come on,
Alright.
Amogus.
Physical extraction crew, y'all are on ice for a second. Figure your shit out. What are we calling the other crew? What's y'all's? We got physical extraction, and what are you?
Sensible plan.
Team
Sensible plan
Sensible
crew.
Chainsaw
plan.
Shredder.
You better live. You're gonna give yourself a name like that. You better live up to it. That's all I'm gonna say. All right, Team Sensible Plan. We left you in the Q&A room, and you had tried to swindle a manager about your purposes and kind of failed. And I think that's right where we left off.
Yes, they were locked. Oh no, you've locked the console. We were going. Oh, nothing. Everything's fine. I'm sorry to have said anything.
Yeah, so this Nova Dynamics manager is like watching y'all come in and is like, "Oh, if there's a security breach, I need to lock everything down." And you tried to talk him out of it. He was like, "No." And also is looking at you like very suspicious because, as I recall, someone failed a roll. So you're in this Q&A room, and again, the purpose was you have a prototype phone with the beta OS on it, but you were hoping to get maybe
source
some
code.
actual like working source code
Mhm.
for the project. And you would come in here to try to download that in some capacity because you can't get it from just anywhere in the facility. You have to be in a certain room, and then you can load it onto a device temporarily. So that's where we're at, is basically this manager, I don't remember his name. Was this Cornelius?
We can name them Cornelius.
remember
I
one
wasn't
of the
attached
people
to
at
their
the
previous
facility was-
name.
No, Cornelius was. No, I remember who that was now. Okay, I'm just looking through some of the names from
Perhaps
last
they have a
session.
nickname that we could start calling them in lieu of the real name that they definitely also have.
Big
Uh,
jerk.
All right. Well, Big Jerk is looking like he's about to hit a security button.
It's actually a complimentary name.
Because he's still looking at y'all like you don't really belong here. He's already locked the console too,
Yeah.
making this whole thing harder.
Douglas reaches into his pocket and he goes, and this is still the AI's voice, so I have to do the voice still. God damn it. Hey. One sec.
I love that you have undertaken this with so much earnesty.
Now, BJ, it's way early in the morning. Want something to eat? And he pulls out one of the space Bialys and tosses it at BJ in order to distract him and make him catch it.
Wait, you tossed what at him?
I tossed one of the space Bialys that I had in my pocket. This is Chekhov's Bialy.
Oh, okay.
I remember us putting that up.
No flashbacks to making the Bialy like a booby trap or anything. I am just distracting BJ with food because I know that BJ is an engineer and is hungry.
So BJ has to, it's like a reflexive thing where his brain is just like, gotta catch snack.
Quickly,
Yeah.
someone else figure out something. I
And
just
his arm
distracted him to give us time.
Reaches away from the security button for, maybe 10 seconds. Go.
And-
While BJ is distracted, Teeth pulls out a set of forged documents. which I'm going to use one load on, like work orders, let's say, for security improvements in the QA department, which clearly shows that everyone is allowed to be in there and things are totally legitimate.
I love your character.
Very not fake, so real.
Everybody, it's
It
totally
says that
cool.
on them in a big gold strip across the top.
Fully legitimate work order document.
Keith, I'll still need you to roll sway for this, but it's gonna have increased effect in position
Okay.
for having
I
used
have
the
a dice
documents.
roller open. I got 2 sway, so 2 dice.
Which is to say, he would have been past the point of like talking into anything if you hadn't pulled these out.
I got a 4 and a 5.
Ooh.
All right. Okay, so you haven't necessarily bought yourself tons and tons of time, but he does calm down a little because you did a good job with these documents. These look very official. It's also a big confusing stack of nonsense. So basically, you've got maybe 3 to 4 minutes while he tries to look through this like 14 pages of gobbledygook and make sense of it. But that's like max
Yep,
before
and
he's kind of gonna probably get wise to.
As BJ is going through this gobbledygook documents, Douglas/Brett just kind of sidles in on that still unlocked console. He's like, "Yeah, don't you worry about this. I just got myself a detected seg fault, and I gotta just push this fix real quick. Be in and out. Don't you worry about it. Let these people do their work." And as he's doing all this hustling, he plugs in and starts doing some hacking. Oh, we lost.
Okay. Sorry, we didn't have music. I didn't realize. Nobody said anything.
Because I'm entranced by your voice.
Aw. Okay.
Safety Alley.
You know, the Bialy of safety.
The alley of the
Posters
gods.
all over the station. I can't believe y'all didn't see
Everywhere,
them.
yeah. All right, Douglas, let's have that hacking roll.
All right. What's the devil's bargain?
You
I don't have one in mind.
If
Oh
you'll
yeah, no,
recall
wait,
from
wait.
last
No,
time-
never mind.
you do.
This
Don't you lie
entire
to me.
session, the devil's bargain for this entire session is purple chew, baby. You gotta pop a
Pure
couple
lithium.
purple chew.
So as this is happening, Douglas unwraps the other Bialy from their pocket, rolls a couple of things of purple Jew in between their hands in order to warm it up and make it spreadable. Gets a big old schmear on that Bialy and just starts chomping.
All right.
For a person who has a parasitic war AI in them, I should really up the hack skill. See, when you hack a skill,
You
okay, I
are
don't get a
bad
bonus
at
to it. Oh wait, when you work on a clock, this isn't a clock though, is it?
What?
It doesn't matter. It's not a +1 die.
The only thing that matters are +1
Dude,
dice.
Oh, that's no good. That is a 1 and a 4.
Okay.
Oh. That's
But
rough.
when
That's at the halfery. That's good. That's ish. I mean,
Can I
this is
roll to
flipping a
resist
coin
the
with an extra
consequences of my
thing.
own hacking.
There is low-key a race going on to see who can avoid setting off the alarms first. It's either Team Snatch and Grab or Team Sensible. And we will see which one has the better plan.
Oh no, and I'm hacking with my parasitic war AI. Oh no.
So, because BJ had locked down the system somewhat, I had said that. Sorry. by the time you get it open, you're like, I'm not going to be able to get through like several more layers of security. I just have to take whatever's convenient, basically.
Only I had a GUI ready.
And so therefore you aren't able to get like a fully functional like source code for like the whole OS. You're just able to get some like working branches of like specific features that are in testing, so it'll be like a stripped down version of the OS that just basically can only launch like one or two things, and you get like 3 different like of these like quality assurance versions that are like all pretty incomplete, but like
but none of the icons have rounded edges in this version. People will hate that.
yeah.
That's gonna cost us
It's kind
money
of that
in
kind of
contract.
stuff. Yeah, it's like these like mild variation things that like some of it will be a little bit useful, but it probably won't sell for tons of cash.
According to market research, 5% of all users will kill themselves if their phone doesn't have rounded edges on the app icons.
This
Wow.
is real.
FOMO is
This is a
real.
real study.
It's a real
Yeah.
study.
That's just science.
All right, y'all think what you want to do in terms of getting back out for a minute? Punch, microwave, Lana.
We decided on the bathroom.
There's no
let's
comedic
skip one.
opportunities in a bathroom.
We decided we're going to listen to Microwave.
Okay.
Actually, I think I was wrong.
To pop these babies open.
Okay. So what's your plan to try to get them open? Like it's just like a big old silvery case with a keypad and a latch and a lock and etc.
Sure. Well, I'm going to use my fine hacking rig here that I brought along with me.
Okay.
And I'm going to make a desperate roll in hacking.
All right.
Wait, do you not have any points in hack despite being the hacker?
I have rig. I'm not a computer person. I literally taped up a picture of luggage to get us past security, okay?
I'm literally a computer person, and I only have
I'm
one
not a
dot in
computer
hack.
person. I'm
Amazing.
just a
Let's
machine.
do it.
So yeah, I get 2 dice and I take the lowest one.
Yeah.
I got a 5 and a 4.
Well,
Okay.
dang.
You're able to get 2 out of 3 of the cases open. One of them, you don't know why, it just won't open. Seems like the same lock. You did the same things. You tried it 3 times. Won't open.
Have you tried turning it off?
All right. Well, what do we find?
But luckily,
in
the
these
security on
boxes?
these is mediocre, and so you do get 2 of them open. However, one other thing worth noting is that like the locks that you did get open are probably never gonna work again.
Oh yeah, for sure. We can just discard this box.
Oh well.
Like it's one of those situations where she's like, I'm gonna hack it, and then a few minutes later there's a hammer out and you're like
They're like, yes, hacking. I see.
But yeah, so the 2 that you get open, so one of them you open and you're pleased to find that it's like a pretty small, like it looks like some type of like it's like an audio prototype for like microphone and speaker. And this is like small enough that like you can stash this on you very easily because it's like
put it in a pocket.
and it's like they had like 3 of them in the case and they're exactly the same, obviously.
Okay.
And so you like
Split those up in case one of us gets nabbed.
yeah, so you can just
Yeah.
split those up and slip those into a pocket, no problem. Now the other case, on the other hand, is a little bit more tricky because you open that one up and there's very little foam in this one. The object takes up almost the entire size of it. Also, you don't know what the fuck it is. It's sort of like a couple of spheres connected by a tube, and there's like some kind of like orangish liquid that's like in the spheres and tube, and then there's this whole contraption around that with like plastic and some wires, and there's a bunch of buttons and a couple of display panels, and you turn it on, and the instructions just don't make any sense at all, because like it looks like this is some like prototype type OS situation where there's like no text. It's just like these like icons, and you're just trying to navigate them, and none of them make any sense.
Okay, I'm gonna
Um,
like immediately just sit down and start studying that.
I would like to attune to this piece of machine.
The Tim Cook bot is
As
a
a
genius, well
coordinator.
known for his intuitive design.
Okay.
I'm just gonna be like,
I would like to see if I can't get
start
hooked
pressing
into this
buttons.
thing on like the psychological level, like in that like weird supernatural way, try to understand this.
Okay.
Actually, wait.
Before
I
you
have a thought,
attune-
and sorry, go ahead.
Yes, hold on.
Mhm.
Sorry, let me just try to resolve everything in order. Microwave. After you press buttons for a few minutes, the liquid like briefly boils, turns to steam, and then condenses and turns back to liquid.
Can I just study
Um,
the paper?
What paper?
Did you say there were instructions? that were-
No,
Oh, okay.
I never said that, and I never would.
Okay.
Lana, what did you have in there?
I have a dot and a tune too. Can I try to get a feel for this thing, or can I
do you want
assist
to
punch?
assist punch?
Yeah,
Okay.
that.
So punch and also Lana, how are you attuning to this device? Describe the mystical communion with the machine elves.
I mean, Punch does the usual thing, which is sort of slap hands out of the way and begin like digging in, like trying in different button combinations, looking for like the Android like hard reboot, you know, where you hold volume up and volume down at the same time, and you tap the power button twice, and you give the thing like a 1/4 degree rotation if possible, right? Like just trying to like mix the slurry around and like, you know, that kind of thing.
I mean, that
Yeesh.
sounds like engineering, though. Where's the mystical part?
The mystical part is where I'm whispering to it. I'm asking it, reveal your secrets to me. Round the corners.
Lana, how are you helping?
Well, I grew up on space stations, so like all of my toys were just like technology that no one really remembered why it worked, and that's why it was in a corner for kids to play with. So, you know, it's not like a spiritual thing. It's just like I go into kid mode and start hitting buttons.
I will do the purple chew.
That's just stupid.
Y'all are just gonna blow yourselves up.
Punch,
Abby's first fission reactor.
punch, make an attune roll with the assist from Lana, and if you want a devil's bargain, you know what it is.
Absolutely, we're taking this devil's bargain. So
Alright,
that's the
purple
assist. That's
chew.
the attune die.
Down the hall.
You get like the one default die, right? So you're like, hang on, how many dice is this?
Wait, what
So-
default die?
I'm sorry, I've got one and a tune. I've got the
okay.
purple chew. I've got the assist.
Yeah,
How many? That's three. Okay. All right, let's do this. That's right, because if you are desperate, then you roll 2 and take the worst one. Got it.
Yeah.
I'm remembering rules.
That's not how that works either, though.
Is it not? Oh,
Did the rolls
Look,
not
we can
work?
fight about that when it's
I'm
happening.
making it
later.
up as I go along. Let's
Oh,
look
hey,
at that.
roll kind of worked.
Just roll
Yeah,
the
I got a
thing.
6, a 4, and a 1. So a yes, and a.
Okay. Yeah.
In that order.
Let me just
Spinal
update something. Okay.
Stool up the brain.
Definitely wasn't updating the purple chew clock. So
Purple chew.
Some stay dry and others feel the chew. Purple chew.
So you're pretty sure this is a thing meant to transfer high wattages of power, basically. Like it's like a coupler between devices meant to transfer huge loads of electricity between devices safely. Yeah, like a transformer, basically. And that like orange bit in the middle is sort of like a fuse. It's not exactly, but it's like basically like it's meant to sort of take the burden of like an overcharge.
This seems
So, like,
more
if we
valuable
plug
than a phone.
one end of it into Sid's CPU, and just shove it into someone else's skull, will Sid become a real boy?
These are the questions that need answering.
It's offensive for you to imply that I am not
himself
real.
out of his own rib.
Hmm.
Hey, you guys should steal that.
No, let's leave it here on the bathroom floor.
We're in the closet. I mean, we're not, but we're in the closet.
I thought you were in the bathroom.
I think I announced
wanted to
loudly
be in the
bathroom.
closet, but
Incorrectly.
Wobbly said we had to go to the bathroom.
There
a
was a
form of
vote in
closet.
chat, but whatever.
And then I chose the wrong one on accident. Like,
Right.
but it's too late. We're here now. All right,
Yeah,
so we've got a giant
So
power
I'll carry
relay.
the big case, and
Okay.
It's a
we
transformer.
got yeah. So
Douglas
we got
is
two
right
things
in
that
the
have to
private
stay in
chat.
cases because we can't open the other one. Actually, wait. I have a dot and rig. Can I try and just like dismantle the hinges
I have 2 rig.
on
Try-
the case? On
Do
the
we
case
want to
that
spend
can
time
open
getting
the
this
lock?
last one open, or do we want to just
There are no
go?
hinges.
Yeah, there's
No,
it's
okay.
it's not a it's like an internal hinge. You know, these are secure
Hmm.
cases.
Yeah, I say
You can't access the hinge till it's open.
And it's a proprietary Torx bit. Torx
Yeah.
bit.
This is not just the normal McDonald's bathroom star screws that you're used to.
The Phillips
So-
6.5 screwdriver head has 12 independent rotating bristles.
I believe this is
So
also
I
how a DM
propose-
says, I'm not making up another thing for you.
So I propose I start throwing these stink bombs and yelling about a gas leak, and we fucking evacuate.
Gas leak in the toilet.
Wait, did we change
Gas
back to our
leak in the
construction
toilet.
suits again?
Say what?
Did we change back to our construction suits in the bathroom?
I think we should stay in security uniforms. It'll carry more weight when we scream at people to evacuate.
That's true.
I agree.
But they might
But I
question us too. I don't know. Maybe not in the chaos.
Who questions security? Clearly
Yeah.
not security up to this point.
Yeah. so-
You literally did get questioned by security at the end of the last episode.
Yeah.
yeah, we had to.
Shh,
we
don't
had to
remember
bluff
that.
all the way
That's
through.
inconvenient for me.
So that's what I think we should do. You guys ready for this?
Yeah, I'm ready for
I'm gonna
it.
throw a stink bomb down every vent I see on the way out until I run out of stink bombs and start screaming about a gas leak. Save yourselves.
I like the idea that this is just a very casual evacuation.
Yes.
Too. Like, we're not like, oh, the building's on fire. We're just like, gas leak. Everybody, gas leak.
I'm fucking
everybody
running. I don't know about you guys.
out.
I'm putting some urgency into this whole situation.
All right.
All right. Physical extraction team, you've got your plan. We'll pause on you for a second. Serious plans, guys, or whatever.
Team sensible plan.
Yeah,
I feel
team
like I'm at
sensible.
the kids' table.
Team sensible.
Well, you are throwing stink bombs down every air duct. I believe this could be characterized as mildly immature.
I mean, yeah, they kind of got us there.
sensible plan crew.
If it's wrong, I don't want to be right.
BJ is running out of this pile of nonsensical paperwork, and he's starting to look like he's about to run out of patience with you all as well again.
Mm.
All
Who
right.
else is in this room?
It's just you three and BJ.
So
You should
Flash-
not have said that.
I'm telling you like it
Where
is.
this is going.
How full is the purple 2 clock?
I can't tell you that.
That's a mystery.
All right, I got a flash.
Oh, flashback.
So
Ooh.
for the past 2 weeks, Teeth, along with forcing Douglas to just embarrass himself in the office, has also been assembling a dossiers on various middle managers and supervisors. One of which is
How much
BJ
stress
here,
you
who,
take?
as it turns out, is a degenerate gambler. He can't stop getting in on really any action. So
And you know that's just because you've been gambling with him.
yes. So Teeth pulls out deck of cards. He says, "Now, look, buddy, You've let us in here. We're doing all sorts of things in here. You know, we have clearance according to those documents, but I don't know. I'm not feeling very confident about the kind of work we're doing here right now. So, how about a little wager? How about you pick the right card and we'll just leave. We'll just get out of here. We'll just, skedaddle. You pick
Are you
the
making a
wrong-
bet that you're bad at your job?
the wrong card. And you got to unlock these systems so we can do our work correctly. How about that? These are trick cards. Should be mentioned. He can't resist the action.
It's like, yeah, no way. There's some kind of annex.
BJ is kind of like, everything here is in a state of chaos, and you're trying to gamble with me.
High stakes.
High stakes.
He seems a little uncertain, but
Teeth starts shuffling the cards.
I would like to flash back
Eh?
to when I picked up those Bialys. I lied. There was purple chew in them.
all right. For one stress, BJ on purple chew. It's 80% lithium.
By weight,
By mass.
Not by volume.
not by volume.
Don't ask.
Yeah, it's something like if you do the
In fact,
density
stop
calculations,
asking.
it's like 68.5% by volume.
Okay, so BJ is for one stress. Like I said, BJ is fucked up on purple chew. So he seems a little uncertain, but he's kind of the purple chew's starting to kick in. So he's like, just reaches out like fuck it, grabs a card.
It's the wrong card. I don't know what else to say.
Yeah, it's the wrong card.
Did not find the lady.
All right, so sort of in a daze, he kind of walks over and full unlocks the console, at least to the extent that he's able. There's still a few layers of files that he can't just open on the spot himself.
Well, surely
but-
he's only assistant intern shift supervisor.
Yeah, exactly. He's not the non-assistant intern shift supervisor.
They call it not assistant.
They call it that. Crazy.
They decided saying nothing was too good for morale.
So you have some
plan is
additional
brilliant.
access to the computer if you want to get
Yeah, I'll
a more complete.
I'll
How
download.
are you planning to get all this data out of here, though? Because now this is definitely looking like a significant amount of data.
Well, you know me. I'm a cyborg.
Between the two of us, surely there isn't enough.
Yeah, between the two of us, we're at least 1.5 robots.
Okay, but I want if you're gonna
Seems like,
that's if y'all are gonna store it in yourselves, that's okay. But I want to know that that's the case.
Yeah,
That's the
Douglas.
I have listened to all the music in my
Jack's
system
in.
several times. I can delete it.
Would you like to delete the master?
It's the music I had in prison. I'm very tired of it.
Teeth just like hits the side of Sid, and like a panel pops open, and a bunch
And
of hard
Goodbye
drives
Yellow
fall
Brick
out.
Road starts playing.
There's a hard drive that's shaped like a vinyl record in Sid.
It's actually Goodbye Purple Chew Brick Road.
What you like, Purple Chew? So yeah, I'll take what. We'll split that between
Okay.
Doug and I as the.
So
as
y'all
the
are y'all
data
got the
pack mule.
data
We're data
Yeah.
mules.
in your brains or whatever.
I've always
Golly,
been a
this
data
is like
mule.
that parable, Johnny Mnemonic.
The Parable.
I'm a robot. It's a
All
parable.
right, so you load up on
Oh,
data,
Lord.
and then what? Are you getting out of there? Are you doing something else? What's the plan?
I'm gonna be like, hey, don't you want to gamble your wallet also?
Yeah, I got some dice too. Huh? Huh?
You ever
I believe it
played
is, gentlemen.
Space
I believe it is
Craps?
time to go.
It's like, oh yeah, we should probably leave. Sorry, back up. Yeah, we should
Y'all
probably
are busy.
leave.
All right. Are y'all gonna start trying to make your exit?
Yeah.
Making my way downtown.
Colleagues, would you rather meet up with our other associates in the vehicle, or should we go find them?
I don't know. How much trouble are they having?
We don't.
I
know
would
that.
have no way to tell you that.
That would be metagaming.
It sounds
Yeah,
like
we're
it's
just
doing
leaving.
fine. They
Yeah,
seem
they're
like
fine.
just
They're probably
smoking a-
fine.
They're smoking a child's bong in a bathroom.
Yeah, I think
There's,
we're gonna
there's
have
nothing that
Color.
could possibly be going wrong right now
We're, like,
Exactly.
that
doing
any
shake
of
out a
us are
tin can.
capable of explaining.
Definitely snuck
We're
a
gonna
bong in
assume
my
that they're
construction
competent.
bag.
Yeah. Yeah, I totally have enough load for that.
Yeah, we just leave. We
All
don't
right,
have
so
anything.
no
y'all,
idea
y'all are
where
just gonna
they
head
are.
for the construction exit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Back
Okay.
to the ship so
Sensibly.
we can leave.
All right.
Yeah,
We'll
team sensible plan. Come on.
we'll cut back to team physical extraction then. Team physical extraction. The
We're
chaos is increasing around you rapidly. With it, there's a lot of people trying to leave the building, as you would hope, because of the gas leak situation that is being manufactured by Lana. But security is getting a lot tighter. They're starting to like lock a lot of doors. They're putting down like security walls in places. There's more security guards out and about. They're not looking at you too closely because y'all are still wearing security uniforms, but it's clear that like, you know, things are getting more strict and you're worried that, you know, anything could kind of happen in terms of getting caught or getting questioned or something. So
Did we
Is
carry
there-
that last box with us? I think so.
Mhm.
I mean, we've got a shirt maybe thrown over it,
Yeah.
right? Like we
Is
had
there,
some spares.
um,
I don't think that we're just carrying a large, clearly marked safe deposit security case through these hallways. I don't think we're dumb enough for that.
I'm gonna scan the crowd. Is there someone that looks like super important, kind of out and about, like someone a cut above the kind of like riffraff that are milling around, an executive type or junior executive
there's
type?
definitely like a chief of security in the hall that's like helping to organize like a little further down. That's helping to sort of organize like crowd control.
Okay.
And then
Avoid
you think also like a minute ago you saw nearby like going down the hall somebody who is like just like a shift manager, an assistant intern, a shift manager type person.
That's the person we should screw with.
Well, I was thinking we could pretend to be escorting someone out of the building, but that's probably not important enough of a person.
Also, we would have to convince them to go along with it.
Mhm.
That's called kidnapping.
Yeah. Which, I mean, we could do.
Um,
We're already
Okay.
stealing. What is stealing a people? That's nothing.
It's kidnapping.
Easy. In fact, it walks easier than the case does.
so
Just
how close
saying.
are we to getting out of here? Like how many hurdles do we have to clear here?
I mean, get a little further down the hallway and you could pretty much be out of here. It's not that much left.
Okay.
So we're real close. Are there any unattended forklifts?
No.
No forklifts.
Mostly software here. Don't forget that.
Mostly software.
Yeah, but are we close to the cafeteria where we were doing construction? Do we have any machinery over there?
It's mostly hand tools over there.
Are there food trays?
Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna send
The
the other two
cafeteria?
folks. Okay,
Yeah.
you two go ahead with the cases. I'm gonna make a scene about this gas. You guys get through while I'm distracting everyone.
I feel like we've already got a thing, and we have to get you out too. So we don't want to just bail on you
You already
there.
did, the gas. And
Yeah, we're
Okay.
there. That's
Okay.
happened.
Then let's go. Let's just
Yeah,
break for it.
let's
try.
go. Wait, let's go through the loading dock that's at the cafeteria. Loading and unloading food. That has to be a thing, right? How else
No.
does it get in there? No.
No, it's attached. Our mechanics thing is attached though, but do we want?
It's actually not so different from the prison. They grow algae and shit.
Mhm.
Yeah, and there's like for the Purple Chew
But it's
deliveries, they
pink
just
flavored
have
here,
a
so
giant
it's better.
drone on a hot air balloon that drops
Yeah.
the Purple Chew directly into the chimney.
Unless they're secretly
Okay.
making
Like
the
Space
Purple Chew
Jam.
in-house.
Completely, actually, Douglas, the entire time you were here, you never figured out how the Purple Chew was delivered.
It's just here.
Purple Chew is
just-
space engineer.
There's just a pipe going along the sewer
Okay,
line,
so I say we just
labeled
bust for.
lithium.
I'm just gonna go for the exit, but I'm gonna try and like get people running with me. Like, come on, you're gonna fucking die here. I'm gonna do a desperate command to see if I can get the nearest bunch of people to run with me.
Okay, all right.
More desperate rolls.
But when you make that desperate roll, mark the XP as long as I agree that it's a desperate roll.
Okay.
'Cause I'm not going to remember for you later.
I'm just gonna preload. Punch is stacking up on like food trays. Just
So that's
left over in the
1d6?
cafeteria. Like 2 or 3 of them. Not many.
If you have none,
Yeah.
it's 2d6 and then you take the lower one.
Oh, that didn't work. Let me get my other dice roller.
Roll 1d6 plus 0.
Oh,
Oh,
it,
yes.
worked. It worked last time. I don't know the syntax for that. Calm down.
I know. Here, I've been using this one.
So I roll 2 and take the lowest.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's a 3.
Okay.
I don't think that's a good number, is it?
No one's listening to you, Lana.
This is the story of my life. Let's just get the fuck out of here. Nobody likes me here anyway.
No,
All right,
no one
so-
ever appreciated you at this job.
Yes, working for the tech company. Your career here, it's just been
All right, so
unremarkable.
both groups, you meet up in the cafeteria. Because, yeah, why not?
Hello.
Hello.
Most people are not trying to leave through the cafeteria, although a few construction workers are. Because it's clear that they're going to be mostly shutting the facility down, trying to figure out what the fuck is going on. And there's still that security checkpoint there. It appears at some time while you were gone, someone discovered the piece of paper taped over the scanner and threw it away. By the way,
What did this get here? Oh well.
Are they checking bags on the way back out? Oh man, these dudes, these insufferable dudes.
How many are there?
there's like at least 5 security guards milling around near the checkpoint right now, and there's a few people kind of moving through this checkpoint, but traffic's not super heavy.
Hey, Pudge, want to take them out?
No, that we are not
That's
at that
criminal.
point yet.
Wait. Okay. What if
I think we are.
we just
Let's get
what if we
out
just act like we were fired?
You know what? That's glorious.
Yeah,
I think that's the
so-
smartest thing you've said today, Douglas.
As everyone is like going towards the exit, Douglas just turns around and flippantly goes, "You can't fire me. I quit." He just like starts ushering the construction crew out, and then he goes, "And by the way, I was faking the accent the whole time." And
Punch
he just
takes the
flips
cue
over
and just
the
shoves
table.
Douglas.
Yeah, he just flips over the table that's next to the metal detector and strides through it.
All right, so the detector just goes off.
Punch launches into the hole. You ramshackle piece of garbage, you trash person, you garbage person, I'm gonna shove you straight into an airlock, and just starts just abusing poor Douglas. Like it's not pretty, like slapping them over the head with like trays.
Yeah, fucking go.
Absolutely. This
And
is
he
a
just,
scene
like,
now.
rips his shirt open.
We're punching him. We're making it look like it's really hard, but we're actually like barely tapping him.
But it does really hurt Douglas because he is a scrawny.
Yeah,
Oh,
Douglas, you are gonna take 1 harm.
Yeah, that's
A
fair.
level 1 harm, which is you're all bruised up. They were trying. They're trying not to hit you super hard, but
Punch is not.
that's
Punch is
that's
hitting
a
Douglas.
Specific skill.
Punch is hitting Douglas so much.
And,
Like, it is regular hitting.
Yeah, punch.
I cannot
punch-
stress to you how normal these consecutive punches are.
Microwave and Lana were kind of like trying to hold back. It felt like Punch. It just seemed like was just like, yep,
You at
this is how we do things, bud.
Punch is committed to the bit.
So everybody's out of the building at this point. We've made it through.
You're making quite the scene at the exit to try to.
Yeah, so I
Maybe-
think the entire construction crew is like holding me back and just like forcing me out of the space while they're still like pushing all this stuff with them. Like, let's get you out of here, man. Let's get you out of here. We don't want to make a scene.
Pardon us. We are just trying to clear the area of the disturbance. Excuse us.
Doing my job. It's him
All right,
again.
security seems like a little concerned, but ultimately it's like, okay, these security guards are throwing these people out. I guess this is okay. But also, you hear them muttering something about, well, it's over our heads now anyway.
Oh shit!
Perfect.
All right, so you're just outside the building, like kind of on the edge where there's like still like a little bit of construction scaffolding kind of around / maybe behind you, depending on, I don't know, where you see yourself in your mind. I don't give a fuck. But like, you know, about 100 yards away or so is that construction pod container thing I mentioned before, like the building that goes to places to build stuff, where like the construction dorms and like tool storage and locker rooms and etc. were that you started in. Otherwise, outside, like there's a fair bit of open lawn around the building in like a couple of directions, and then there's also like some other buildings in this corporate park that are sort of like right around it. The other buildings in the corporate park seem pretty quiet, like there's not a ton going on.
Just this one.
It is daytime though, so like you're highly visible out here because it's very early in the morning. The slowest time for programmers.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like there's some other like corporate office buildings in the corporate park that are kind of sleepily getting woken up.
Joke's on them. I was only pretending to get my ass beaten.
No, you weren't.
So yeah, and then there's like lawn in a couple of directions. There's some roads kind of leading back towards like where civilization gets denser, etc. What are you gonna do?
And now,
Like
Douglas-
security is swarming around
Douglas-
this building in particular, and like also you get the sense that like some greater law enforcement is probably on the way at this point.
yeah.
So did we?
so
We have some sort of an escape vehicle set
yes.
up, of
So,
course.
well, I have an escape vehicle. Douglas kind of like calms him. Brett. He's Brett now. Sort of like
Oh man.
visibly tries to calm himself down. Is like, okay, guys, just give me my stuff, and I'll put it into my station wagon, and
Station wagon.
and I'll just get out of here. All right. And he like pulls out a little key fob, and there's like a dingy 3095 van.
Douglas Brett Abern, what the fuck is happening?
I didn't do this.
No, he has a hard time letting
I
go
like-
of personalities, okay?
He's Brett again. Because of all this purple chew, though, I feel like Douglas Abernathy is going to become split personality. Yeah, so he loads up all the loot and just drives off with it.
All right.
Does that work for everyone else?
Can we all
Yeah,
do it?
Punch is willing to relinquish
Can we all
their
pile in?
garbage.
Yeah, let's get the hell out of here.
Fuck you guys. I hate security now.
Yeah, it'll be very crowded,
But we can do it.
but you could all try to cram in here. Sitting on laps and stuff.
Clown car.
Yeah, I'm gonna throw my last stick bomb out the window as we peel out.
Punch gets in the driver's seat.
One of us is gonna have to get inside of Sid.
All right. As
I'll
you're
sit on
piling
Sid.
into the station wagon, Sid, you notice, because you're the robot, you notice that there seems to be a security drone that has honed in on y'all in the car and is just watching you right now.
Oh, we've got pistols, don't we? Can we shoot it?
That's a little loud. I thought we were
That's-
trying to make this
yeah.
a stealth operation.
We're trying to escape this thing, right?
I mean, either
Yeah,
way,
that's also my
we shouldn't
belief.
go home, right? That's the we shouldn't go back to base right away.
Yeah, you're just gonna drive me to a bar and throw me out on it.
We gotta
I mean, if it follows us, then they
Actually,
can follow.
hey Sid, can you get this case open for us?
Let's find out.
Do it.
I mean, that's really a question for the dice, isn't it?
You got some hacking, Sid?
I have. I'm
We got
of course
some
I have. I'm a robot.
Perfect.
I mean, it's not necessarily true. That would be kind of offensive to assume, but
Sid, nobody here thinks poorly of you.
I think poorly of you for being
This is a lie.
a robot.
Being your character, I am required to tell you.
I'm doing it.
It's happening.
Oh, that's not good. That's 2 3s.
Mm.
All right. Sid, you don't know why. This one just won't open.
I don't want to open it. It's better closed.
It's the same problem you had, microwave. It just won't open. I don't-
Safe machine broke.
So
Okay.
we've got an overloaded, rundown station wagon and at least one security drone.
So here's
I think we can
here's my
outrun it.
suggestion, y'all.
As Punch starts driving away, I think Brett is going to just expose their bits to the drone. Be like, "Oh, you like this, you perverts!"
Punch floors it.
Well, here's what I think we should do, guys. I think we should do a bait and switch. We take the empty case and a bundle of clothes that might be the contents of the other case, and someone goes in a bar and out the back, drops the cases in a trash can and runs, and we
You
pick
could
them
dead
up
drop it
couple
with a
blocks
hobo.
later.
I like this plan. This is a good plan.
Have you heard of my new album, Hobo Dead Drop?
Hobo dead drop.
Yeah, if we
Is it
find
new?
a hobo, sure, but
In
we don't
space,
need a hobo.
No
We're
one
in
is
space.
homeless.
I'm sure we can find at least one.
No one is homeless
Where
in
would we
space
able to-
because the
where would
station
we-
is your home.
All of the holographic Beauregards were banned after the holographic Civil War.
You guys want to try it?
So many holographic lives were lost.
They died for
Who
what they
wants to be,
holographically believed in. They did not. It was stupid.
They didn't believe in anything.
What are you gonna do about
Soldiers of
if you
holographic
do that
fortune.
though? What are you gonna do about the case that's not open?
Hi.
We just want to flush it down the toilet.
Why don't we simply try
What
to?
planet
gotta
do
bring
you
it to
think
the
we're
other
on
location.
where toilets are that
But
there's- what?
can they track it?
There's so many toilets. So
What'd you
many
say,
different
Steve? I'm
kinds.
sorry, you're a little quiet today.
Hold on. Why don't we simply try to evade the security drone?
Because it's a flying
Yes.
drone.
Oh, but
I mean, we're in a station wagon.
Yeah,
Does
an
it also
overloaded
fly?
station wagon.
Yeah.
There are
That's
anonymous public
literally 20
lockers.
years old.
I don't think you understand. You don't have a choice. Punch is doing
Can I just shoot it now,
this.
please? Can I please shoot the drone now?
I mean, you don't have to ask anyone's permission to
I'm
do
doing
that. I just want to point that out for a
Jeez.
second. That's a unilateral
go.
decision.
We were doing so stealthy.
Oh, jeez.
Not anymore.
Yeah, roll scramble and also spend load on the gun.
Okay,
Mhm.
I can do that.
Wait. Am I rolling scramble?
No.
I am a 3 and a 5.
Ah.
I have
Um,
2, so I get 2 dice, right?
Okay, so you hit the drone and it goes down, but it also goes crashing through the glass of the building, and you're
It's okay,
sure
they already
someone's
have
gonna
an
notice
inspection
that.
crew.
So
All right, let's get out of here.
They've already got a crew there to repair this stuff. It's fine.
Gotta go to the other.
Okay, y'all.
capitalists.
I'm concerned that the unopenable box might be like some sort of tracking device or something, or a bomb.
No.
Well, as soon
I
as we
think
offload it,
we
it's not our
put stuff in
problem.
it. We just got to give it to the other corporation. That's their problem. Let's
Mhm.
go to the other corporation.
Exactly.
I wasn't planning on giving them anything but the OS. The rest of that stuff is ours to sell to the highest bidder.
Yeah, but we can't get it open, so screw it.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
If they're buying,
cut
we
it
should
open if we have
sell
to.
to
How do we
them.
get
we
our
have
money?
to.
We need our money. Let's do it.
I ain't exactly gonna look for the highest bidder on Space Crimes Craigslist. Like that
Okay.
seems
Okay, as
like a
long
bad
as we keep
idea.
the other stuff.
Yeah, we'll keep the space anal beads. It's fine.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right, we're speeding off. We're gonna take the single most dangerous routes that we can possibly think of. We're whizzing through alleyways. We're Tokyo drifting through parked cars. We're slamming through artificial holographic shrubberies.
We're
God.
we're smashing through holograms of like panes of glass.
Yeah, there's
carrying a hologram
holographic
across
men
the
moving
road.
holographic glass like across the road, and we like phase through it, and they both just like shrug at each other and keep
They
walking.
just keep
like
going. Yeah.
it's chaos.
Hyponetic fruit stand.
That cabbage vendor.
It's
was
chaos and it's unnecessary,
and
and I'm here for
his
it.
Go
life is on
fruits.
your conscience.
all right, so y'all, did you have like a plan to meet with someone from that shell corporation,
Someone's gonna need to tell that to Punch,
or
because Punch was not here for
That feels
meeting.
like it would have been wise.
Sid,
Yeah,
where we going?
Flashback.
Okay.
So I'm assuming we have a contact or a face.
yeah,
that we've been talking
you might
to?
recall when you were making this plan, Lil Nuts helped you get in contact with the Shell Corporation for Biomation. It was called something like Dynamics or something dumb like that. I'm just making up a new name, but it was
Just called
something.
Google.
It was
Uh,
an
A
idiot company
subsidiary
name
of
for
legitimate
losers.
business enterprise.
Yeah. Business Enterprises United.
They make
Limited.
legitimate paperwork.
They produce all sorts of non-forged documents.
Teeth is an influencer partner for them. Very legitimate paperwork.
Please go on.
So
All right.
the representative from hold on, wait for it. The representative from Business Enterprises United Limited.
A name you can trust.
His
A
name
name that
was
just screams business.
The name you can remember.
Danny. Because not everyone in space has a cool name, and this guy's a corporate nerd. And so Danny was the guy, you met him as a hologram originally.
It was
you
a
set
fad
up-
a couple of hundred years
when,
ago to
when
name the
he
kid
told
Danny.
you kind of like what Biomation was looking to buy, you know? And that's your contact.
Okay.
Kids these days are called Hyper
We should
Danny.
phone him up on the prototype.
Yeah,
Just
do we
Yeah,
have
kids
some
these
sort
days
of
would be-
secure
would
way of
be named
contacting
Hyper
him?
Danny. Do you have a secure way of talking to him?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna get Danny
In
on the
this-
horn.
In this universe, quantum encryption makes a lot of secure communications possible in spite of all attempts by the government to prevent it. And space phones in particular take advantage of this.
All right, so I'm gonna get Danny on the space phone and say we need to make a fast drop off.
The Garfield space phone, not Heath.
Yeah.
No, I think you're working for Heathcliff.
Oh, were we working for Heathcliff? Are you sure?
Yeah, we just
Yeah.
stole the archetype.
Yeah.
Because I'm
Please, do not
planning
court
later,
your- Called him on
Robot
our
Jim
Heath
Davis
phone.
is coming after you.
Oh no!
Wait, I didn't say that.
Please don't court controversy.
Call me on my space phone.
Danny says, understood, but quickest I could do is hour, maybe 90 minutes.
Oh my god, no, fuck you.
Yeah, we can keep him off us that long. How much gas we got?
He's not on station. He's like
Okay.
he's basically like there's some small space stations just sort of like hanging out near these bigger colony stations. And like he's on one of those right now that Biomation has some of their offices and shit in.
I
So
will
have we
drive
been
this
meeting in
Space
like a
Sebago to
corporate
space.
office, or have we been meeting in like a dive bar or something?
You literally haven't met face to face.
At all,
Okay,
yeah.
can I flash back?
Holograms.
Yes.
I'm gonna flash back to the time when I rented us a hideout spot like a week and a half ago.
These
All right,
idiots are
tell
going to
me
do something
about- tell me
stupid, so
about
I should
this
rent a
hideout
half the
spot.
Yeah,
place
so
to
how
park
there's
did
the
a
they-
van.
fucking hole in the wall down by the space river. It's actually the sewage, but you know.
Big
the
indoor
river.
parking space.
And,
Yeah.
and there's iron bars on the wall. It's like really tucked in the corner of like several little alleys that are all like maze like and shit like that.
And
It's
how
kinda
did
hard to
you
get there.
okay, I got that part. How did you
Okay.
rent it though?
I have this friend named Stev, and he's a gambler of ill repute. And you know, this guy, he knows a lot of landlord people because he's always bumming money off of these people, and he's like, hey, I'll give you a little bit of interest. And he's actually a pretty decent gambler, although, you know, he's banned from a couple of the hot spots. But yeah, you know, so this guy hooked me up with Kindral, and Kindral rented me this little shithole for a month.
Okay, all right.
And
That
I got
one's
that money from the cabbages.
okay.
Usually people use Climb Airbnb. It's good that you made a personal connection.
I gambled some of the cabbage money and won.
Ooh, heavens.
That one will cost you 3 stress.
Okay.
It's a lot of stress.
That's a strong flashback. you have a
It's so
hideout,
strong, I'm allergic to it.
fucking, you know,
Ready to go.
ready to go, tucked away, bars on the windows and shit. That's a strong flashback. It's a powerful one, but I like it. So, yeah. So, Microwave had kind of set you up with a hideout so that you have somewhere to go in case something like this happened. So Danny's gonna call you, Lana, when he's ready. And you know, you don't. He said hour 90 minutes. You don't really know what that means, but hopefully he'll be relatively
gonna-
fast because they do want the shit that you have. You know.
Yeah.
So y'all head to the hideout and pile in there. It's slightly cramped with all of you in there because this is like essentially like a studio apartment. But you know, it's workable. You're all just hanging out, lounging on the little bit of crummy furniture that's in there and just doing whatever. What do you do while you're kind of waiting for Danny's call? Anything in particular? Does anyone have anything interesting that they want to do while they're waiting for the call?
Is there any way we can get this damn case open?
Brett can still hack things.
I
Yeah,
would
can
like
we
to
plug
be-
Brett? Can we plug Brett's torso into it or whatever? Is that the part that plugs in?
It's my spinal column.
Oh,
But-
okay.
At this point, Microwave and Sid have both tried to get this lock open, and not only has it not opened sort of mysteriously, just like not mysteriously in the sense that it's like a better lock, but just like it's just, what the fuck.
I said I
you
didn't
know,
want to open it.
At this point, you would probably have to get it to the ship and like cut the case open or something like that.
Okay. I say we do that. I don't want to give this up.
Okay.
I want it.
Can we hide it though in this tiny ass
And
space?
Brett is looking at
We'll have
what
to send someone
team,
off with it.
Yeah, Brett's looking at what team Terrible Ideas has stolen and is like, oh fuck.
Speaking of,
It's a power conduit.
I would like to to look out for the drone and see if it is still following us or found
Well, we
us.
blowed it
or
up,
is-
didn't we?
You
Well,
blew up one.
I'm making an effort to ensure that that is the case.
Ah, smart. I see your smartness.
So, now that you mention it, you don't see any corporate drones about, but on your way here, there were plenty of law enforcement drones out and agitated because Nova Dynamics has, obviously alerted law enforcement that something is wrong, etc. There are definitely plenty of them kind of swarming this area. You don't think they know where you are right now, but you have the suspicion that they're sort of patrolling this area extra heavily for a reason, and that it's probably not a good thing. You also get the sense that a lot of times in this situation, corporations know that law enforcement specific response can be a little slow, and they sometimes tend to hire help.
I would like to make an effort to hack the communications network. See if there's shortwave. If that is, I mean, you have said that the encrypted communications are widely possible, but is there a sort of a radios?
If only there was someone with a military grade AI embedded in their spinal column.
Golly, well, I bet he might be able.
Yeah. Yeah, is there like a corporate VPN these people log into? Or
Yeah,
something
if only
they
there
get
was
access
someone
to?
who
So are you
had-
trying to get
Intimately
information
knows.
about the corporation or about law enforcement?
Well, I would be, given the information I've just received, hoping to identify any contractors in the area. So what I actually want is the job boards. I want to look up mercenary Uber or
Craigslist.
whatever.
Mercenary Uber.
Would you like to spend bitcoins to have someone murdered?
Craigslist for
Contact us
killers?
now.
So there's a government-run bounty hunting board for legal above board bounty hunters. And that's always the first place to start. And then there's several boards that are more shady, where you might get a licensed bounty hunter and you
Sure,
might
Space
not.
Crime Craigslist.
And so you can kind of scour those looking for postings. Luckily for you, because Nova Dynamics is a fairly, quote unquote, by the standards of capitalism, upstanding corporation, they went straight to the government board and posted your asses. So
Sponsored content. Kill these people.
They don't have like your pictures or anything on there, but there is like some general
Have you seen
descriptions
this
of a
space
couple of
bong?
you, and also just like a basic description of like you have stolen property from the facility.
They stole a magical unopenable
And also,
case.
concerningly, at the bottom of the posting, it says, we'll help you get this done quick, basically.
Can we accept this job?
Yeah, I was gonna say the same thing.
Well,
We fake
so
our deaths and leave the boxes and get the money.
you don't accept the job, you turn in a bounty and you get paid. So like
Brett, they included your picture, and Sid forwards to everyone's comms that picture of
Well,
Brett's.
they don't have Brett's pick.
Oh yeah.
Do we know
they
what
Yeah,
day
do.
who's
of the
gonna
week
pay
this
us
is?
more? That's what I
So-
want to know.
basically like the
No, they-
bounty, there's like a not huge but a not completely insignificant bounty on the technology itself, and then there's also like an additional bounty that's even more than that to turn all of you in. But if it's just some of you, then it'd be less,
Does
So-
it list what we stole?
It just says
It
confidential.
What's
doesn't
in the
list.
box?
It doesn't list in the posting. It gives some descriptions of like what the boxes look like, and it also gives some indications of what was stolen, but it's a little vague in some respects. So it does say that there's like a contraband prototype space phone, and it also says that there's stolen company data, and it's like but it's like a vague description overall.
All right.
All right.
Is there-
Clearly, all of you assholes are just willing to turn me in. But here's the
No.
facts.
No.
Here's
No.
the facts. We have a high power transformer. I have a direct line for electricity. We can just plug this baby in, broadcast a signal, hack the police drones, make them think that we are somewhere else.
That is a good plan, but I have another one that accomplishes the same thing. So I would like to flash back just a little bit. So Punch was legitimately attempting to become a contractor. Go straight, like really put their boots on the ground until everything kind of went pear-shaped when you clowns showed up, right? So Punch has been socializing, networking over the past couple of weeks. He's been working at this job with these construction guys. Well, it's been 4 Flavor Friday canonically this whole time because it's Purple Chew Day in the cafeteria, baby. That means it's party day. Punch has the inn on where everybody is drinking. And Punch just calls a space Uber with an oddly specific description matching the contract posting to one of those dock worker construction man parties.
Yeah, that works. For the record, I wanted to tell you one more thing about these listings, which is that you don't get like, it's not really like you take a contract and you don't get paid till you turn something in. If you had a legitimate bounty hunting license, you could use that to access additional information about the case, depending on your rank, especially, is basically the way that works.
What if we had an illegitimate bounty hunter?
Okay.
Totally legitimate bounty hunter
You have
license.
an illegitimate bounty hunting license.
Okay,
I
so like
would get
Daniel
one in
or
the
Doug
future.
or whatever is gonna be here in like an hour or so, right?
But I'm
What if-
Doug.
Not
No,
you,
other
Doug.
Doug.
the
Doug too?
Danny.
Danny,
Yeah, Doug
Danny.
Danny, that's the one. D-name.
Whatever.
Danny from Business Enterprises United Limited.
He's a crowd favorite.
Yeah.
They're making a Funko Pop out of him this year.
Yeah, Danny, that guy. Whatever. His names all sound the same to me. No.
Now you're just being spacious.
Stole my joke.
Oh shit. Where was I? Oh, let's get a representative here. Let's have them both walk in like they're about to get their stuff, and let's see who will pay more.
Wait, are you calling competing space mafias?
Don't do that. They're gonna kill us all.
Yeah, that's a terrible idea.
Horrible idea.
I just want to
Yeah.
know how
One of
much this
them-
corporation would pay to get their stuff
No.
back.
No,
Is it
that's
more
a
than the
terrible
people would
idea.
pay to
No,
get it?
get our
I
paper.
doubt
First
it.
place? You never
You're
know.
trying to make this
Group of
stop really
criminals
hard.
I don't think we've put enough time into doing a double cross. So,
We did not prepare. We're at the end of our ropes. Let's just sell the phone.
I mean, this
You
is
just
how I
gotta
think of
hold
it,
out.
right? One corporation is going to be out for us no matter what. So we might as well get the most money we can for us, either for double crossing one or crossing the other.
yeah, but like the one that we stole stuff from is still going to.
I
like,
would rather
even if
not
we
be
sell the
disassembled.
stuff back if they find out that that was us that stole things from them and then, sold it back to them. They're going to be out for us, and then the corporation we originally made the deal with,
Man,
They're
really
gonna be
screwed
out
up
for us,
Doug's,
too.
like,
I'm overruled.
internship.
Wait,
I'm overruled.
Wait.
We won't make it any more complicated.
okay. I'd like to flash back to
Oh,
2
Lord.
weeks and 6 days ago.
This is specific.
And never go on any of this mission.
If I were capable of feelings, I would be having death.
No, we can't contradict the past. That's one of the rules of flashbacks. However,
We clone 5 of us and we send them on the
no,
mission.
Brett has formed an LLC. It's called Q Dynamics Security Assessments. And through an intermediary, he has set up a contract with Nova Dynamics to determine their threat response capabilities in the face of potential security dangers to up and coming digital assets.
Okay. Where does this go?
We're doing sneakers. Is that not
No.
obvious? I mean, yeah.
Brett has made a contract for a little more than what the Heathcliff people were going to pay us, like 3 credits more
Okay.
to do
Free cred.
3 creds more than what we were going to be paid. And
To
as
do
such,
so this is
to steal the stuff.
This is a security assessment.
Yes, this is a security assessment. And I have a piece of paper in the back pocket of my pants, which has all of the higher up signatures on it to prove it.
You know this is going to be a 3 stress flashback, right?
Yeah, clearly.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that's a solid. That's the 3 stress well spent.
All right. So you have suddenly Brett pulls out this piece of paper. Apparently, he has a contract worth more than what Biomation is planning to pay you, as far as you can tell, for this equipment.
And he hands out business cards to everyone else in the
Deus Ex securitization, baby.
So is that the plan? You're just going to turn this all back into Nova Dynamics?
Well, now I have
like,
to write like a
contract?
20-page report of how we did it and all the specific vulnerabilities that we had to exploit.
Yeah, but you can turn that in later.
Yeah. Is everyone fine with this
I'll-
complete
I'll-
and utter BS?
I'll
Yes.
print that out. Yeah, you can. I'll
Go
help.
for
I'll
it.
even spend
So-
for the.
I'm here for it.
Keep
For
in mind,
writing the
y'all,
paper
we're
if it
choosing
takes a while.
between one corporation hating us for stealing stuff and one corporation hating us for not stealing stuff.
Well, we can also include in
And
the
also, I
report
want
that
more
we were
than
hired,
$3
that we were offered
or
money.
3 credits more.
Well, hey, Alana, you know what's great about digital data? It can be
Tell me.
copied.
Oh.
So what's the plan at this
This
point?
is a masterstroke.
Brett
Please
pulls,
continue.
yeah, Brett
withdraw
pulls a little
objections.
cord in the attic, like to the attic, and there's suddenly like balloons and streamers pouring out in the safe house that say "Congratulations," and he just unlocks the door, sits down on the recliner, and starts drinking.
Punch needs to flash back to setting that up under contract last week for
I
the
had to pay
construction
Punch
company.
4 credits for that. Yeah,
Yeah, no, he
For all the
contracted
supplies and
that.
stuff.
Brett's not going to do that.
We actually made like 1 less credit in total.
yes.
Yeah, Punch, you suddenly realize, wait, I've been here before. As
Hey,
the
shit.
balloons fall down, you're like, wait, no wonder this place this particular shithole looked a little familiar.
It's
But
a weird
also,
place to have a
You
wedding,
worked
but
on
okay.
like 35 different apartments in the last 2 weeks.
Yeah,
Because before you got the job for the construction firm working for Nova Dynamics, you were just working for a renovation firm that was just going around between these shitty apartments, doing all kinds of crap. And a lot of it was kind of weird. So, like, it didn't immediately click. You would normally think you'd remember rigging up a bunch of balloons. But,
it'd be
actually,
weird.
you'd be surprised, folks.
Okay, so let's get that data copied then. And let's
You look over and Sid is already transcribing it in longhand. No, or whatever. Yeah,
Digital longhand.
Yeah,
like
Sid
writing it out
plugs
on big
himself-
holographic parchment with a
Yeah,
big robot
Sid
quill.
plugs himself into like a laser disc printer.
All right, so you're gonna copy the data and use that to try to make money off of both parties. What about the hardware? Are you just gonna turn that back in?
I think
as
we,
long as we're getting paid for it.
yeah, we're getting paid for the security assessment.
Okay.
If anyone asks, you guys went to space college.
So as far as
Totally
Danny
space
is
college.
concerned, what you stole for Biomation is just prototype OS files, nothing else.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
what we were initially
Yeah.
gonna try and get for him.
Yeah,
Everything
'cause
else was gonna be just
I wanted
gravy.
to keep that stuff. I'm not going to tell Duke or whatever about it.
The Funko Pop coming to a Hastings near you. I'm sorry, a Spacetings.
Yeah, did
Danny
you
Duke.
sorry, I just wanna did you wanna like keep one of the pieces of equipment or something?
Oh no! I just wanted to
Okay.
make sure we got paid extra for it. If we're getting paid
Okay.
double, I'm
I
happy.
mean, the one that
Yeah.
doesn't have any words on
Double
it, and a
is
bunch of
extra.
symbols, is a nice little plot hook device. I see
All
that.
right,
You see
so-
it sparkle, but
I like that transformer, but I don't know how we'd get it out of here. Feel weird.
So yeah, so if everyone's okay with it, you sell the copied data to Danny, who gladly takes it, and you're not getting paid double for all aspects of the job, but you are getting paid double for that in effect. And then
Very
the rest of it, you go back to Nova Dynamics with this contract and with your reports, and you say, "Here's your security assessment."
And here's how I would have done it if I were a criminal. Also, in the contract, I do get to write out a white paper and list you as one of our customers.
Is everyone okay with that? As the ending of this mission?
I'm here for it.
Yeah.
we did a good job.
All right, that's
we
it.
did it. We
Then,
did a
folks.
job.
We did a job.
Yeah, we did a job.
We
We
snatched
did a job.
Almost
sort of
halfway
victory
legitimate.
from the jaws of defeat.
Yeah, we doubled or
Yeah,
not.
no,
we doubled or
just
nothing.
did
that.
the cold, we just did the cold open from Sneakers. y'all.
Because you really worked
Okay.
on the double cross payment thing, we're gonna say that this was an 8 cred job. Also, y'all need some money right now. I know.
Yeah.
Heat. We're just gonna say 2 heat overall. This was, even though there were some flashy aspects to it. You had the contract and stuff. In fact, we'll say it's 1 heat, because law enforcement was sort of made aware of y'all through this more than you would have liked, and like you're definitely going to be on some like lists of like people to watch potentially. You know what I mean? But like that's as far as it's going. You're vaguely like, some detective has you in a pile of 500 names.
Of
It was
course,
Conan
legitimate
all along.
contractors. I would
Just
hope.
one more thing, you pile of space miscreants.
Pooping.
Cabbage.
Actually, no. I'm gonna go back on it one more time. We're gonna say it is 2 heat, because also the selling the data to Biomation, there's gonna be a few questions about, yes, you were doing a security assessment, but also around that same time, our competitor did get some valuable data. Those
Well,
questions.
maybe you shouldn't have let one of
a
your
while.
employees blow up in the lunch line. I'm just saying.
I mean, how could they be sure that was us? Why would they know that without a mole in the organization at Matrix, who would then be a suspect for having stolen the data?
Oh no, were we triple crossed?
Who
Let's
knows?
just go to another space station for a while.
Yes, let's leave.
Let's roll your entanglement first. Hold on.
No,
We're
shit.
doing some things real quick.
Well, sure, but let's leave. Yes.
Oh.
Like,
I rolled a 6.
Mention
That's bad
to
for
be
you guys. Hold
elsewhere.
on now. I roll again.
oh,
Okay.
boy.
Yeah, we'll get back to that thought.
Oh no.
Yeah, no, actually, that's perfect. So you're trying to leave, right? Y'all are trying to get on the ship
Yeah.
and go to another place in Galileo, a different space colony. Is
Sure,
that the
why
plan?
not?
So as you're on your way out, you are stopped by a detective.
Sir, do you know how fast you are going?
I'm a detective.
Yeah, you're the fucking detective. You tell me.
So this detective, Bernard, he has a strong French accent. Ha ha ha. Bernard says, "Excuse me, please, before you go. I have just a few questions about Q dynamic security assessments, if you don't mind, and your company's methods."
All
Surely,
per
Surely, we
page
would
of
be
it.
happy to address any of your concerns. And the logo on the business card pops up on Sid's face panel.
And it is of a dragon skateboarding.
It's our founder's family crest.
Now you have to draw that. You know that, right, Wobbly?
Yeah, I'm already doing it.
Detective Bernard asks you a series of questions. They don't really seem entirely related. Mostly like things that kind of involve the crime, but it's just like weird detail stuff. You can tell he's trying to get at the root of something, but you don't know what. You feel like you do a pretty good job of.
A lot of our systems are proprietary, so I can only disclose so many of them without a court order. Surely you understand. I am, of course, programmed to withhold legal confidential materials from law enforcement or any other inquiring party, as is, of course, the rules of society or whatever, and company policy.
Punch wants to get to the bottom of this guy in tune with this perfect awareness and attempt to read their minds, watching their hands, trying to read back like subconsciously what the guy's writing on his pad on the other side of it.
So Sid, let's have the sway roll, just to see how convincing you are.
All right.
Not.
I am going to. So I could probably stand an assist because I actually don't have any sway. I'm more of a
All right, I
consort
got one.
guy.
Hey, I just want to point out, y'all do have a gambit you never used.
Oh yeah, no, I'm about to burn a lot of that.
Yeah, let's gambit this.
I also
we do an
noticed that
assist and
there's some
You can.
purple chew sort of gummed up in the works inside of normally
Going
like
for
a thing
the
that
devil's
robots can
bargain?
consume, but
Y'all thought it was gone.
it
All
has
right,
some
so
kind
we
of
got-
effect.
You can have all three if you want. You can have gambit, assist, and devil's bargain. Is that what
I
you
know.
want?
It's gonna backfire
that's
so
what I'm-
badly.
Sure.
Yeah.
All right, Keith. How are you helping out and spend your one
Keith's
stress?
just standing really close to the detective, just like almost like face to face with him, just asking, "Who's asking? Who's asking?" Just throwing him off his game.
Like, where were you the night of? And then like a date 73 days ago.
Yeah, just repeatedly answering to everything.
God.
Who's
My
asking?
actual boss.
That was worth
Oh.
it because that is
Oh, hey.
crit with 2 6s.
Ooh.
Yeah.
616.
Neat.
So
All right, so Bernard gets
so
the
I basically
sense
tell
pretty
him the same
quickly
amount of
that
nothing
he's
you
not
get
getting
when
any useful information out of y'all, and also he seems as he walks away like he's just kind of like, it's probably a dead end anyway. Like he's muttering to like one of the other like well, it's a law
His lackey
enforcement
bot?
robot next. Yeah, his lackey
Yeah.
bot. He's muttering to his lackey bot. It's probably a dead end anyway. Let's
The
go
lackey
get
bot
a cup of
has-
coffee and look into that murder case.
The lackey bot is 3 feet tall, has 2 like really ratty shoes on, and there is purple chew stuck to the sole of one of the feet. I'm like, you're tracking it all over the ship. What are you doing? Have some self-respect.
Guys, remember, corporate thievery is not really that much of a crime.
if you would like to fill out if you'd like to take a 5-minute survey to discuss your experience during this interrogation, it would be of great help to our department. Hello, detective? I see you're leaving. Never mind.
But yeah, y'all make it to the ship and take off back out into space to go somewhere else and not hang out at the everlasting macadamia anymore for a while. And we will come back next time to see what that's all about. We'll be starting in downtime next time. So when we come back,
Oh shit,
Please.
that's so rad.
please think about your downtime actions in advance. And again, keep in mind the group will have 8 credits, so you'll have some extra money for downtime or ship improvements or things like that, possibly. We're also going to have to do ship upkeep real quick, though, before we get out of here.
Oh, pants.
Are you paying for ship upkeep? It's 1 credit this time.
Yes.
We should
Yes.
probably do that.
Okay. All right. So the ship remains, you know, in good
Solvent.
shape and stocked and stuff.
We now have 7 credits.
Yes. So you have 7 creds as a group.
So
We rich.
God, if only we hadn't
Yeah.
spent 4 creds, which I guess is the equivalent of like $700,000 on balloons for that. Whoops.
This is too many balloons, but it's okay.
There is a helium shortage in space, so it checks out.
No one can hear you go like this.
Overall, this was a very successful job for y'all, although you get the sense that going back to the everlasting macadamia anytime soon could be slightly hot in particular.
Probably not a thing that we
Made our
want to
money.
do as convicts.
Unfortunately,
Next.
our customer impression projections for the next year suggest we're never coming back here.
All right, folks, on to the immortal rhubarb.
But yeah, thanks everybody for being here. Thanks everybody for watching, rolling in it. We'll be continuing to play Scum and Villainy for a while, and then we might switch to another game eventually. But we're going to be doing this for a while because this is pretty fun. So
Thanks
if you're
for
enjoying
listening,
it, keep
Kennedy.
tuning in, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye.